glad to be a fan of Disneyana. Walt had a dream, and now we strive to guarantee that dream will live and thrive. Every single day, at work and at play, we keep the spirit alive. We keep the spirit alive. It's a happy anthem, quite the spectacle to see, and it's there for you and me. There's a thrill of elation that fills the air. It's a brilliant sensation, a grand affair. It's that great celebration we long to share. Disneyana, 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 Disneyana.
That's your new song. And it was written especially with you in mind, and is my gift to you, because I wrote it. My name is Robbie Sherman, and as some of you probably know, Shermans have been writing songs for Disney or for Disney-related projects for nearly 60 years now. In fact, some of the most iconic songs ever written for Disney were Sherman Brothers songs. The Sherman Brothers. That's my dad and uncle, Bob and Dick. And it's my hope that I've captured a little of their magic here for you in this song, and for a new generation. Probably about now you're asking yourself, what exactly is the Disneyana Fan Club? Not you, well, Disneyana is a non-profit organization dedicated to preserving and sharing the rich legacy of Walt Disney. The DFC does this through meetings in local chapters, trading and collecting, supporting charities, recognizing Disney legends, and exchanging all kinds of fun Disney knowledge. It's the only club of its kind, and provides members with the unique opportunity to meet legends up close. No other organization even approaches this sort of interaction with Disney stars and personalities. So if you're a Disney fan, but not yet a member of the Disneyana Fan Club, I'd like to personally invite you to join us in the happiest club on earth, because I have a feeling Disneyana may just be the place for you. And in my book, that's something to sing about.
Oh, it's a happy anthem, quite the spectacle to see, and it's there for you and me. There's a thrill of elation that fills the air. It's a brilliant sensation, a grand affair. It's that great celebration we long to share. Disneyana, 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 Disneyana.
I want you to know a year ago, sorry, I don't know if I get choked up. About a year ago at the last convention, I said that I wanted to join Disneyana, and the powerful people here said, you don't have to do that. And I said, no, and the reason that I joined, I came here to promote my dad's book, but I joined you guys because I love you guys, and I think you guys are really terrific people. You're charitable, you're kind, you're enthusiastic about life, and I wanted to make a contribution to what you're doing, and because I think that the preservation of this, and I meant every word that I said in there, even though a lot of those words weren't mine. You'll notice that there are a number of people here who are listed as the script writers. That's because I actually borrowed a lot of that script there, but it's all very true. It was just already said very well. There was no reason to reinvent the wheel on that. I have a couple minutes. I should talk about the creation of the song, if you want me to. Are you going to pull a cane? Yeah. I've actually. Oh, a couple. Okay, so I've got 10 minutes here. So we just need 2 minutes. Okay, so I just want to talk to you. Need 3. Okay, we're negotiating. 2.5. 4. Okay. the thing about this song is that it really, I think that I'm a big believer in the idea of the intimacy of this group. I think that there's an ability to interact with people who are celebrities, and I certainly don't include myself in this. I'm only here on the virtues of my father and uncle's tremendous contribution. But what I wanted to say is, you could interact with my dad and uncle when they would come. They came here at least a couple times together, and I know my uncle's been here many times since my father moved to London. So since then, since 2001, and really, Disney's $33 billion a year organization. It's an ongoing concern, and it's very difficult to keep this kind of an intimacy, this kind of an ability to do things like what we did with Walking with Giants, which is, for me personally, a very momentous thing, because we were about to sell my parents' home, the house I grew up in as a child, and being able to share that with people who actually care and are interested was a tremendous opportunity and a gift to me personally, and I know that the people on the tour enjoyed it as well, but believe me, it was not a one-way street. Absolutely, no, that's absolutely true, so that's the thing. And I said to Linda last year, I said, I want to give something to you. How about a song? And let's face it, it's also nice when a Sherman, of course this is a little bit of history, because a Sherman is now second generation, is writing a song for a Disney or Disney-related project. Notice how cleverly I put those words. My mother wanted me to be a lawyer. She really, maybe sometimes I think she was right. But the idea of the Disney's in the name, so it's actually good for my career as well, because hopefully Disney will take notice of that. So putting all cards on the table, it's not just my gift to you; it's also an opportunity for me to hopefully also benefit from it. This song is also an homage. Some people would say an homage is a ripoff, but hopefully you won't. I wanted to do something that had the sense of Sherman Brothers songs, because obviously that's, like I said, that's the reason you let me in the door. And if you listen to the bridge of the song, can you show us the slide with the lyrics for the song? Okay, those are the lyrics. Now, if you take a look here, put feedback again. There's a middle part, and he sings, Walt had a dream, and now we strive to guarantee that dream will live and thrive every single day. At work and at play, we keep the spirit alive. Now, there's a song the Sherman Brothers wrote called There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. The middle part of that is, if you could pull the music sheet on that now. So, here you have my song, Walt had it. Okay, I'm going to come over here so that I can actually lift up my arm without having, usually it's your underarm sweat that you're worried about exposing. Okay, Walt had a dream, and this is my lyric. Walt had a dream, and now we strive. So now let's show the other lyric. Now this is from Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow. Man had a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And somebody said something that the original lyric, I don't know if this is an accurate quote specifically, that when my father and uncle presented this to Walt Disney, that the original lyric was Walt had a dream. Now there's no way that that's possible, and think about it logically. They worked for Walt Disney, he was a busy man, you weren't coming in there to be a poet and say, but the inspiration was certainly Walt, because one of the great lessons that my father taught me as a songwriter was, and he certainly followed himself, was, where are you singing from? What's the point of view? And so, of course, songs like this, and It's a Small World, and a number of different famous songs, they used Walt as their muse. And so, the idea that it was really Walt was the man, Walt was the one with the dream, and they were writing for their client, like an artist works for a client, and their client, of course, is the great Walt Disney. So I thought, maybe they didn't actually write Walt Had a Dream, but it's a great lyric, and for you guys, for us guys, it's perfect, isn't it? The other problem I had, so there you can see, this is an homage It's very deliberately done. And you can see, again, from your music theory lesson from earlier, I don't have to point with this arm, you have the half note followed by two whole notes, by two quarter notes. But then it varies a little bit there, and the melody is different. It reflects each other. They're similar. There's enough similarity that it has a reminder. And so that's why I say it's an homage. So that's part of your song as well. The other things I wanted to say is, one of the hardest songs I've ever written. It took me weeks to write this piece, and it's very short. The reason it was such a hard song to write is because when I was talking with Linda Rolls and with Kathy Peroni about, I said, what's your club about? What's this club about? Tell me, give me your words. And I just wanted to jot down some things. Say, preservation of the past, collecting things. I think, you take Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, it's about the future, it's about tomorrow. And I think it's important to think about these things. I specifically wrote in some potential suggestions for slogans in there, like "We keep the spirit alive," things like that, rather than preservation. So that's something that I would suggest thinking about and considering, keeping the spirit alive, rather than things that sound like you're making strawberry jam. Sorry, guys. And which I love strawberry jam. I do. And so anyway, so those are a couple of the hints in there. So you notice it's about the future. It's about keeping the spirit, about having this esprit de corps. And I do think that what you do is really, really important, because Walt Disney was the greatest storyteller of the 20th century, probably of the last millennium. And it's very easy for that to get lost, especially in this corporate mentality. What you do is important work. And it's so important to people who live Disney all the time, and you're the masthead of that. So I want to thank you all for that. I want to give Linda and Kathy their moments that I promised, that I negotiated with them very deftly. Thank you, folks.
30 seconds, I'm told. I turned it on too late. Okay. First of all, I think that deserves a standing O.